the crack? Welcome back to Irish Impulse EP2-How. My name is Michael and I am your host.
What's up, guys? I'm Connor.
Well, Connor, what's the crack?
I'll tell you what the crack is. The crack is spending your birthday in lockdown.
Sure, it wouldn't be like you spend your goddamn life in lockdown. I can't party.
I know. I tell you what. 26th birthday 2 days ago, and did nothing for it. I woke up late. I gave myself a wee lion. Woke up late. Walked into the kitchen. There's my stand with a wee birthday cake.
Was a wee caterpillar birthday cake from Tesco's?
I wish it was. It was a wee red velvet one. But she had the cake singing happy birthday. Me standing there like awkward as sin going, okay, let's just get past this. Hurry up. And then she's like, right, blow out your candles. It's like, you really want me to do that there? Blow a bit of COVID all over it. It's like, right, take the candles out, took all the 26 candles out, blew off one by one. It's like, do you want a bit of cake with a side of COVID on it?
There's a bit of bat here as well as a starter. Do you want it?
Some cake dip bat.
Oh, Jesus.
And I tell you what, I'm not even ashamed to admit, I had the full thing in a day.
Well, sure. What else do you do in quarantine? We had more
literally had fuck all else to do. I was like, well, fuck it, I guess anyone else want to eat this? No, great, it's mine now. Cheers, boys.
Anybody else want to eat some red velvet cake with some COVID-19 and a slice of bat?
Oh, fuck, I tell you what, depressing to say the least. I'm sitting going, should be out having pints, but no, we're stuck here doing nothing.
You're thinking I should be legless in my local right now.
Well, I only took 2 pints anyway, like, so.
Literally a £2 wonder you are. Then tactical bulking on the toilets.
Here, tactical bulking is the way forward, and you learnt that from me. Oh, you did.
I just don't bulk like a bitch.
Well, here, listen. I'm not going to say I wasn't a bitch about it, but fuck, did it work. So basically, me and Bodie are right. When was that, New Year's Eve?
Yeah, well, I was dragged out.
Oh, right. So New Year's Eve, picture this. Me and Bodie on the phone to each other for a solid 2 hours, arguing about 2.5 hours, arguing about going out. We both agreed that we did want to go out, but he didn't want to go out and have a pint, or he would go and have a pint, but he wanted to be home for 11. And I was sitting going, right, well, if we're staying out till 11, we might as well just stay to 12 and then go home sure after the New Year part. No, I want to be home. Argued about this for sin. Eventually, 2.5 hours later, we're standing in the bar, pinting away. And then out of nowhere, we just started playing drinking games. And you introduced me to, what was it called?
Odds on.
Odds on. So basically, it was
odds
on like what it was to finish whatever pint you had left. So you would pick a number in your head, and then if you both said the same number at the same time, you had to drink the pint. And then if they got it wrong, it reversed on the other person, back and forth, back and forth. All I know is 45 minutes later, I am fucking smashed off my face, going, what just happened? And then
you didn't have the part now where at the stage after you got sick of the cider, you runs all double vodkas. Sorry, well, vodka.
This is the problem, right? So I was drinking cider, and anyone who drinks cider knows it is a pain to neck a full pint of cider because
it's sweet and it's cuts the throat.
Yeah, one's bad enough. I think I had to neck 3 full ones. I was sitting going, holy fuck, I can't do this. So then I was like, right, I'll switch on to vodka Red Bulls. That was fine. So I got myself vodka Red Bull, and then you got me one. And then we played on, and then I had to neck it. And as soon as that hit me, I was like, oh, that isn't a single. That's a fucking double.
Don't get doubles,
fuck. Right, I mean, it hit me like a train. So I was like, you know what, buddy, I'm going to be back in a minute. And then that got you interested. You're like, oh, wonder where he's going.
Well, I used it anyway because I had the bladder control of an undeveloped baby. I just like, I went myself a lot easier.
So I ended up going to the bathroom, and as Bodhi said, I had to do a bit of a tactical bulk. And anyone who doesn't do it needs to start doing it. You get that point where you're a bit steaming, you go to the bathroom, you do your business to get it out of you, and then you just party on. It was like a new man, new kidney, partied on. And then it was 12:30, and we were all smashed again, and then had to walk home.
Yeah, at this stage I left you because I was on the fan band. You stayed out with the rest of the army stuff.
He left me to go home to the fan ban, and then I wake up the next morning to a Snapchat at 5 o'clock in the morning. This man walking home from another mate's house up a hill, making not even a bit of sense. Not even a bit of sense.
I was trying to free the country for anybody who doesn't want to know.
You were doing something. You weren't speaking English, that's for sure.
I was free in Ireland in a voodoo manner.
Oh no. But no, any crack for you anyway?
Absolutely zero. This quarantine has got me in all types of depression and anxiety, and I've never thought about jumping out my window so much.
Never looked so sweet.
Never. And that windows look sweet, but not as sweet as it does now.
Oh God. Funny enough, actually seeing you say that there, I was on Facebook and I seen about the HSE are like looking like a lot of staff at the minute, obviously with demand, everything, it's crazy. So I went on their website, they're looking like over 200 staff at the minute between nurses, doctors, secretaries, payment enrollment staff, drivers, anything and everything that they normally have going. They've like nearly a job going everywhere. So anyone who's listening, if you're not working at the moment due to the situation, or you want to try and do your part and help out just to get them through all this, go onto the website. I think it's what was it? It was the HSC. Yeah, it was jobs.hscni.net. If you go onto their website, you'll see there's loads of jobs going. So yeah, if you feel like you can do your part, definitely I would go on the website, fill an application.
I would be clapping for you Thursday night.
Yeah, we'll be clapping for you. We'll be clapping for all these. And then here another thing I seen was on there when I was on. They are doing it's a stress control from Monday the 13th of April. If you go on the HSC website, or you can go to stresscontrol.org. They're doing from the 13th of April. They're getting a psychologist on, and they're just going through anything and everything you can do just to get yourself obviously through this whole lockdown. I know you're saying, joking, like the windows never look so sweeter, but there's obviously people out there who probably are.
Oh yeah, there's a joke I was about.
Yeah, like absolutely. But there's obviously people out there who are probably struggling with this. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've had my moments too. We all have had our moments, just like you want to just get out, or you want to go back to work, the simple things. So definitely, if you feel like it would be a benefit to you, go on the HSC website. You'll see stress control there, or just go to stresscontrol.org, and they're doing it from, like I said, Monday the 13th, and they're just doing like videos of everything you can do to yourself that just helps get you through the day, get you through all this here until you're starting to feel yourself again, until this is all over. So definitely worth having a look.
Pretty good call, as I say. Every person in the world will be free to speak to somebody who wants to listen to your problems. Unfortunately, I listen to this after problems. So I'm a qualified psychiatrist, so I'm available if need be.
Yeah. Listens to me on the daily bitching about something.
Yeah, but it's usually about me he's bitching about, and I'm actually giving advice on how to help him about me, and I'm the one he's bitching about. So,
like, literally before we done this podcast today, I think we took 7, 8, 9 attempts to actually get the intro done, because Mr. Michael here decided to keep fucking it up every single time, to the point where I started losing it a wee bit.
All right, it's because he's a bit of a perfectionist. Credit due. Everyone likes a bit of perfectionist. But when you muddle up half a sentence, redo it. I'm leaving. That's it. See you later.
Checked out straight away.
Yep. The podcast's all over, folks. It was a quick 13 minutes, but great 13 minutes.
I know.
Quality content.
Straight in, straight out. See you later. Here, what about old Boris? He got out of ICU.
I know. I thought he was a goner. Poor critter.
I'm not even joking, but I said it to my mum. It's like, he's like somebody of his age. He's like he probably doesn't have a chance. Like, I say he's old, but you know what I mean. He's like in that bracket where it probably more harm to him than someone like our age or whatever.
I think he's the Prime Minister of the UK. He's probably got the best damn professionals in the world all around him. Like,
oh, I know, but sure, virus is virus. You don't know how it works on you. But she had looked at me and just went, "Hold on a second. I think me and him are the same age." And I just looked at her and goes, "Yeah, old." she didn't like that. But I know, because I was on Twitter. Like, fucking, some people are mad. I was on Twitter and I seen this hashtag Boris the Butcher. Still kind of don't get what the part of the butcher is, but basically it was like people saying, "Oh fuck you fucked it up, putting everyone on lockdown late over by 3 weeks, this, that, and other." And then it was kind of some of the other ones were like, "I hope you die," and I went, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Oh, alrighty then.
Yeah, and just kind of going, "Right, boys, calm down here." Like, yeah, okay, listen, I'm not saying I support him or don't support him. I'm not saying he's done everything right or anything like that. At the end of the day, personally, it was a wee bit late, but we got there in the end. Yes, there's obviously lives going to be lost throughout this whole thing. There's no doubt about that. It's going to happen. But to turn around and say, "I hope you die," you're like, fuck me, guys, come on. Like, anyone who's in a situation like that's probably going to find it difficult.
I know, but I would never wish death upon, well, not Boris, anyway, not at this time. Unless he was just out to Free Ireland, Boris, and you'd be a baller. But anyway, does he have like a newborn due or coming?
Yeah, I think the way I remember it was, I think he has a couple of kids. He now has an ex-wife. He's got either a girlfriend or like it was his mistress at the time or something, but now a girlfriend. And she's pregnant with a child on the way, and you're kind of like, right, boys, like I just look at it in a way off. Like, imagine somebody saying out about like your father or something like that. You wouldn't take it. You wouldn't take it right.
Yeah.
That's what I hate. Like, free speech. Have all your free speech you want in the world. Fair play to you for it. But holy shit, calm the fuck down.
Yeah, the poor man doesn't need to die over it. Like, it is a hateful thing of what this whole COVID-19 coronavirus, whatever you want to call it, is. But
yeah,
it just sounded like a typical night out in the local. I end up fucked in ICU in the last 2 hours of the night.
I know, you can just imagine. What was it you said before? It's like, oh, we probably should look into about getting this place locked down. What time's it? Oh fuck, we're late.
Yeah, that's just like a Saturday night out where you're like, and boys are like, "Where are you?" I'll be there in 20 minutes. Holy shit, it's late, boys. I'll see you later.
You get this shit locked down.
Lockdown. Like, you're telling the bar owner, your local bar owner's like, "Boy, can we get this lockdown with me in it? I'm here for the night. Don't know about the rest of you."
I know, here. My thing is like, because he was shaking hands with all these ones saying, "Oh, it's absolutely fine." It's the other ones I feel for, like, he was doing them Cobra meetings and this and another. Fuck that. I'd be sitting there freaking out now if I was one of those going, "This madman's got it," and we've all been in contact with him.
But sure, was he not in the House of Commons as well? Like, all them people in the House of Commons, or the whatever, was the House of Commons called, isn't it?
Yeah, I think what they done was they like locked it down, but they were like doing them emergency meetings. Like, that's still like 12 plus people.
Yeah, like, and all them people are important people, like the health ministers and defense ministers, and obviously the main prime minister. And like, they're traveling around the world religiously. Like, and the next thing you know, Boris Johnson's going around shaking their hands and shaking foreign prime ministers' hands. You're just like, "Boris, there is a pandemic going on here, Boris. I don't know about you, but I plan on running this country with or without you, Boris. Get me a 10 Downing Street immediately, Boris. I'll be free in Ireland. The first things first, though, girls."
I've seen there was a meme went up and it was like off Boris, like ringing the Queen. He's like, "I've got the virus." He's like, "What do I do?" She's like, "Go hug Trump."
Oh, Jesus.
We're like, holy shit.
That madman's he wants the United States back open for tourism by the 1st of May. I actually seen that in the news tonight. Yeah, it's on the news tonight. Our local BBC News. Donald Trump wants the United States open for tourism by the 1st of May. And then there was this doctor who specializes in like virus and stuff. It's like, the man's nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, I understand that or America, especially like your main holiday destinations in like LA and Florida, are coming into prime season where tourists are coming, and they are going to be losing millions, if not billions of dollars. But to turn around and go, "Yeah, boys, I want the country back open for about 22 days. Is that all right? Any objection?" No,
that's fucking crazy. Like,
it's absolutely mental. Like, I can't believe it. Like, the man wants the United States open, which is 52 states. It's humongous. He wants every single one of it open. Like, it's.
And you know what? Like if the flight's open from the UK to America, you know rightly there's going to be some madman just going, "Fuck it, we're going on holiday," and they'll be straight there. They wouldn't even think twice about it.
I'm not going to lie, if I had the money, I probably would turn around to my fiancé and go, "Darling, we're heading back to Florida. Just bring the mask and the hazmat suit. They'll let us on the roller coasters regardless, as long as we don't cough. We'll be grand."
Yeah, because an Irishman in Florida with the humidity of like 80-90% in a hazmat suit will look real well. You'd put that thing on, and by the time you take it off, you're about 2 foot and lost all your body weight because you just sweated out.
I mean, that's a great idea. That's an idea I might pitch to somebody.
I hazmat suit in a sauna. What's happening?
Yep. What's happening, girls? I guarantee you'll come out 30 pounds lighter if you stay in there for an hour and probably dehydrate and die.
Jesus
But
Christ.
it's a sacrifice.
You can't handle a sauna for more than 5 minutes. Normally, never mind.
Nobody.
In a hazmat suit on.
Florida was a gym compared to the last sauna in our local gym.
Really?
Hell, that's Florida's party because you still have a wee bit of a breeze, and Florida is take my back. Take my back.
You would go back to be fair. I've never actually been. I've been trying to go for the last while, but never actually got.
10 out of 10 would recommend, sir.
I know. No, I'd seen that. So this is a weird thing. Like 2 days ago, I had was sitting on Netflix 4 a.m, as you do.
Standard.
And it's kind of like, oh, I'll go to sleep now. And then this movie popped up, and I was like, all right, what's this here? It was called Contagion. You ever watched it?
No, can't say I ever have. No, what's it called? Contagion? No.
No. So it has your Matt Damon, Kate Winslet, Martin Fishburne, Jude Law, like massive cast, very like big cast. Is like, fuck it, I'll give it a watch, and fired it on, and holy shit, how scary this thing was in terms of like reality now. So basically, Matt Damon plays the husband, and then it's this girl, I can't remember who it is actually. He or she plays the wife. She's in Hong Kong. She picks up this unknown disease. Flies back from Hong Kong to America via Chicago to have a bit of affair with the ex-husband. The
slut.
Yep. And she ended up giving him the virus because at this point she's just got a cough, didn't really know anything about it. And then flies back to the family. So Matt Damon, he walks in the house and she's lying on the floor. The 2 children are kind of like, what's going on? And he's like, what the fuck? So phone for an ambulance got there. They weren't sure what's happening. I think it was like just a natural thing or whatever. Like, fuck this. So she passes away. He comes home from the hospital to pick up the kids to find the son dead in the bed. And you're just like, that scene when they cut to the son in the bed dead. Holy fuck, I was going, nope, fuck that. So basically, it turns out he's immune to it. He's the only one in the world that's immune to it. I don't know what it is with Matt Damon and all these sort of movies, but he's immune to it. And then basically they're trying to work out what is the disease, where's it come from, like what's happened. And it was just when you're watching it, it just scares the shit out of you because you're like, they're talking about social distancing, they're talking about don't touch your face, quarantine, self-isolation, all that. It's like hitting all the key points that we're all talking about now. So it's like, whoa, holy fuck. So walk through it. Brilliant movie. Brilliant. I would recommend anyone who hasn't watched it, go on Netflix, type in Contagion, watch it. It's a good 90 minutes, I think. So, and it's well worth every minute of it. But after it was over, I'll not spoil like what happens on it at the end or anything like that. But after it was over, I was like, fuck, I wonder when that was made. When do you think that movie was made?
Was to have a logical guess, Matt Damon, probably 2009?
2011. 2011. 9 years ago that movie was made, and
how accurate they are.
The similarity between that and now is like, what the fuck? And it was the same like I spoke about last week, that thing on Netflix, Pandemic. If nobody's watched it, watch it. It's brilliant too. And it's just like, and that was filmed like 2 years ago, I think. And just between the two of them, it was like somebody, like, they obviously knew like this could happen, but it was like how accurate that is. And you're like,
it was only a matter of time because obviously the world is in turmoil, and World War III was on the verge of happening before it kicked off. But
I know, but no, like it was just one. It was like absolutely brilliant watch, but it's just after when you just watch and go, when reality hits, you're like, fucking hell, that is a bit mad.
Yeah, no, like as you were saying, like people are like the NHS like, trying to help and stuff. Did you see actually recently the football players of like all of the English football, I think the championship was included as well, have released like a charity for like obviously NHS supporting and contributing. Have you ever heard of it at all?
Is that the thing with Jordan Henderson?
The man who should not be named. Yep, he's like Lord Voldemort to me, but yep, that's him. For for reasons that I will exclude.
The man
Jordan
who
Henderson.
carried Liverpool to the league.
I mean, Liverpool had to do the cheating way, didn't they? They couldn't win it over 38 games. They had to get a virus to help them.
I know. Anyway, we're not getting it. Anyway,
we're not getting into the Premier League discussion. But anyway, they released all the Premier League players. I think like most of the players signed up. I think it was something mental, like 398 of them signed up. Right. Obviously, some of the lower tier players didn't because they're probably still on youth wages and stuff like that. But they released the thing. It's called #Players Together. You just don't know anything about it. Just search your most famous footballer that you know in the Premier League. Like, it's pretty obvious. And there's like they released a statement out saying they're willing to support the NHS. They're contributing. Like Jordan Henderson, I think donated straight away. It was 150,000, which is coming out of his own pocket. So it is quite a lot of money. To obviously Jordan Henderson, it's probably a lot to him because he's from Sunderland. Sorry about that. That wasn't me speaking. That was my alter ego, Mackin bastard. But yeah, like all these, like my favorite club come out and supported it as well. And now, for obvious reasons, the players are not going to exclude. Some of them are willing to exclude, like how much they're willing to give. Jordan Henderson's the only one publicly who's come out and did it, like 150 or 100, but a lot of them won't. And it's coming out of their own pocket, which for a football player, like, you're going to say it's not a lot because they're all mega wages, but you've got to remember that the players that play for the lower leagues clubs aren't on big wages and they're willing to contribute.
Yeah, obviously. But what do they actually do? Like, are they just giving it to the NHS, or like is it for?
So like they're contributing everything. So it's mainly like research. Yeah, the NHS, I think, according to like the players, to the #Players Together statement that all the players released, the NHS will get most of the contribution, obviously for obvious purposes, because the NHS is in the UK, is where the players play, and it's obviously they're helping the doctors locally to support it. And a lot of football players have been affected, and not a lot in the UK. The most famous person in the UK that been tested positive for COVID-19 is the Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta, and he's recovering. Thank God, the man's a legend. He's going to do wonders at Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal fan, but yeah, like it's good to see. And then obviously players are getting stick at the same time. Like all these players have come out publicly and said they're willing to help. I know it's still coming out of their pocket. They are getting big dough, but a lot of them are getting unnecessary criticism for some players not willing to take a pay cut. A bit unfair.
What do you mean?
So, like, the main one that I seen there, Toby Alderweireld, he's a Tottenham Hotspur centre back, said there's a clause in some players' contracts where they can cancel the contract if they are forced to take a pay cut. Like, you don't want to see that. Like, Toby Alderweireld,
they can cancel it.
Yeah, so there's a clause in their contract saying if the club forces them to take a pay cut. Now, I don't know what the pay cut is, if it's a certain percentage.
Yeah, but if they hit the trigger.
Some players can go, I want to cancel the contract, become a free agent, get a new club, sort of stuff like that. And like he was getting constructive, like unnecessary criticism, saying like how selfish are you? You're probably on about 120,000 a week. How can you not afford this? But you got to remember, like football players have a life after football. Most of them go into punditry or coaching, which is their main two, obviously, because they're in the game. Yeah. Or like a lot of them go into property development, property renting. How you're going to make a lot of your money. They've got a wife and kid to support. Like most footballers' wives don't work after because obvious reasons. They don't need to. Their husband's a lucky bastard who gets to play football. And like for obvious reasons, it's a bit silly that I think these are getting the criticism. Like West Ham left midfielder Scottish Robert Snodgrass. I can't remember who. Someone tweeted him saying like, "Oh, congratulations, guys! These are mega pennies coming out of your wage." And Snodgrass turned around and said, "This is like you realize like we have a life after football. We've got to invest in properties. We've got to support families. We've got businesses. We're trading. We're in stock markets. We have a life after football." And you coming out saying this is like we work around a budget just like you. Yes, our budget's a lot higher for obvious reasons, but it's at the end of the day, like I just don't think it's fair.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but hold on a sec. So there's like they're all taking a pick up, whatever that is. Let's just say it's like what we're doing with like we're getting paid 80% because of the furlough. Yeah. Let's just say on average they're getting paid. It's probably less than this, but on average across the board, everyone gets paid 100k a week. So 400k a month. So you take away the 20%. That's 80 grand a week. That's 320 grand a month.
Yeah,
If you're
but you
no, but hold on. If you're telling me, not you, but if they're saying that we cannot live off 320 grand in a month, bearing in mind, they aren't doing anything, they aren't going anywhere, they're doing nothing. Like
yeah,
the rest of us for whatever amount of time is just bullshit. There is no way they can't live off that amount of money for this long. I
no,
understand they've got a life after football. I get that. They don't have to invest in the property. They don't have to invest in the stocks. They don't have to do any of this. That's their choice through their business managers and this, that, and the other. But they can't live off. Let's even say it's got dropped down to 20K a week for
right,
for a while.
you can't expect a professional Premier League footballer who has a house probably the size of my estate. Right, you can't
But
expect they have a life. This is a life of luxury. None of us are ever going to experience this, but you got to remember they have rates of their houses, which the rates of their houses are probably extortionate.
which have been on pause. Everything like that's been put on pause, so that's out the
Right.
window.
So then you've also got they have got agents. All of them have agents, and agents aren't cheap. Agents take deductions off paychecks. Agents have got to make a living for the same purposes.
Listen, see that 100, see at 120 they've already made, or whatever it is a week. That's after everything. Their agents made their money when they signed on that line for that
They
deal.
they get
If
a
their deal was 30 million, they got a 3 million or 300K cut of that. They've
no
already
they
been
get
paid.
no they get a proportion of sign-on fees. So sign-on fees, agents get a proportion of that. Yes, that part can't be disputed. That's between the player, the contract, and the club. But they still have to pay the agents. If the agents are working around the clock to get players endorsement deals from, like for example, Foot.
For fucking what now though?
What do
We're
you
not
mean for
doing
that?
anything.
This is the time where footballers come out publicly using their sponsors. Like I think was it Aubameyang came out with Nike or Adidas. I think he's Nike's athlete, and said, "Now is the time to save lives." Using the Nike slogan, "Just do it, just stay at home." Like these players are still getting.
Yeah,
They're probably not getting a paid endorsement with that. They're doing it probably out of it. I don't know.
if
They
if
might.
it says hashtag just do it, they are absolutely getting paid for that there, and it shouldn't take somebody to pay somebody to say stay at home. Like it's stuff. I listen. I agree with you. They have lives and they still have to pay for things and everything. I get that, but not 300K a month that they can't live
No,
off. Not a mission. There's
but you.
like I have to still pay rent, all that stuff. I can't turn around and go, "Oh, I'm sorry, I actually don't want to take a pay cut from work because I have shit to pay for." So if you wouldn't mind actually just giving me my full wage, that'd be great. We're all in this together, and the way like certain people like that, their footballers are being held up on a pedestal. Fuck that. I don't care
Yeah,
who you
but
are.
you don't get see like for like the example. I'm gonna use him as an example because I hate him. Fat Ashley. Like you don't see him getting publicly criticized because he's not contributing and he's worth billions. He's worth like 1.8 billion is I think his revenue's worth, and that's what he's taking home. And he's like you don't see like
Listen, I get it.
Mike Boris, you don't see all these big billionaires coming out and helping. But when a footballer says, "I'm not taking a pay cut," the whole country shits the bed.
That's fine. But listen, if they had half a sense on they should be doing, if don't take the pay cut, then don't take the pay cut, but take the money that would have been your pay cut and put it into this NHS fund they're doing, because they aren't stupid at the same time. And I hate being like this here, but I have a cynical brain and it's just what I do sometimes. Wayne Rooney, do you remember way back when he started making real big money? He
That
said,
was this Colin
yeah,
United contract.
yeah, when he was starting to make real big money, he stopped paying himself from Man United, and Man United started paying Wayne Rooney's company. Wayne Rooney's company, because basically, if they paid the company and then he took his share out of the company, he got taxed less for it. Same goes for charitable donations. They donate to charity, they can do that as a write-off. They don't get taxed on that. They don't get anything on that. So it's like free money they're giving out. Great, happy days. Somebody's benefiting off it, but I always look at it like a real cynical way. Like, okay, yeah, you're doing something great, but it doesn't really affect you because you're not getting hit with tax, this and the other. So these ones who like aren't taking their pay cut, don't take the pay cut. That's fine, but do something with the money. Then do it. Give it to the charity. Give it to whoever. Do something. But don't sit there and say, "Oh, I can't afford to fucking live
But they
off this
never
when I'm doing nothing."
I don't think they ever come out publicly and said I can't afford. I think that the players are just offering their own critical point of view because they're getting targeted because they're on mega money, which is understandable. Like obviously during this pandemic and people,
Yeah,
are not earning money. That's understandable why footballers would be targeted because they're on big money. But as I said before, because the footballers are in the public eye a lot more, you see them every Saturday and Sunday, some playing football, and they're out publicly and they're a lot of role models. They get a lot of criticism, but you don't, as I say, see big business owners getting criticism. Like Ashley, who owns Sports Direct, has shares in near enough every goddamn company in the world. For me, I would just like players to get less shit because they don't deserve it. I understand
well,
they're on making money, but they're just less shit.
do you know who's not making big money over the next couple of weeks?
Me.
Well, me too. But Dana White. Dana White's making zero money over the next couple of weeks.
He's probably only after investing about 250 million in a private island.
Honestly, God knows how much, because he already done the infrastructure, so God knows how much money he's already spent. So yeah, UFC 249 has been cancelled, and all for saleable events have been cancelled. Yeah, he was so close. He was so close. So it was going to be Khabib Ferguson. Then it went to Ferguson Gaethje because Khabib couldn't be there.
He's a pussy.
I mean, he couldn't get out of the country. There's a difference.
He's a mermaid tail.
Yeah. So basically, Dana had said, right, it's all on shutdown in America. We'll go to a private island. We'll host the fights there. No crowd, no nothing. And I honestly thought he was going to get a push through. I honestly thought he was going to get there because I think he already had the island, but just wasn't saying where it was, and that he had already people building like the arena and so
the octagon.
I'm assuming like an outdoor arena. He had already been building it, and
I would have been somewhere real tropical.
I know, God knows how much money he's pumped into that there already. And then last night, it all came out now that ESPN / Disney, who own ESPN, have basically told Dana to take a step back, and he has, and he's now cancelled all events for the foreseeable future. Imagine how big Disney coming through going, shut this shit down.
Disney have we've made our millions. Disney Plus is booming here.
Yeah.
Dana, we might need you though in about 2 weeks' time, though, when this Disney Plus malarkey just crashes. So just save it again there, Dana.
It's crazy, and then I'd seen your girl Rose Namajunas. I always butcher her name. But I think it's Rose Namajunas or something like that. She cancelled or she pulled out of the event the day before, but she had 2 family members die from the COVID-19 in the last couple of weeks.
Or old family members, do you know? Or?
I'm not too sure. It didn't really give much. She didn't really say anything. It was her manager came out and says that she wouldn't be participating. 2 family members have died due to complications with COVID-19, and just to give the family a bit of privacy and things like, which is obviously natural. That's fine. But yeah, so when I'd seen that, I was like, "Fuck, that's probably going to be pretty bad." Because if 2 of her family members have died, there's probably a chance she may have it. Hopefully not, and hopefully maybe she wasn't in contact with them. But there's that chance. So when this might not happen, and then literally 24 hours later, boom, Dana came out.
Dana comes out. Poor out Dana, we was.
You completely cut out there, buddy.
I said you feel sorry for Dana because all Dana knows is getting 2 fighters in an octagon and just beating lumps out of each other. So you feel for him he's busting his ass, getting a private island, clearing the skies for people to fly from the States over, and even disobeyed his own goddamn president to get this sort of stuff.
I know. And the best one, they're actually good friends. He's here, Dana, I think Trump down to Dana's
that's because Dana was Dana turned around and goes, Donald, you have 2 front row seats beside the judges. Less said the better. Just don't bring the Social Security or social services because nobody needs that.
Nobody needs that. I know. Well, that was the thing. If what Dana was saying was completely true, what he was saying in terms of he was going to have everyone tested, it was going to be very strict in how it was going to be that the 2 fighters and the staff, their corner people, was only going to be all in individual rooms, so it was going to be spread out. There's going to be very little contact. until the two fighters physically met in the octagon. Like, if that all went through, it's hard because you can kind of see the problem with it because they're like, fuck, just like everyone stay at home. Obviously, everyone stay at home, stay safe. But you're kind of like, if he was going to be really good, like, and it was going to work out, then I don't really see the problem. And he's like, oh, the people need this entertainment. That's what we're about, entertainment. And you're like, yeah, you don't really see anyone else doing it though, do you? And like everyone else is kind of just like,
he's just thinking of the pay-per-view price. He's like, people in quarantine would have been like, nobody.
Oh man, literally, he's sitting there going, literally everyone's at home. Literally everyone's at home. They've got nothing else to do. What would have been fun? What would have been funnier though? Everyone's at home, so there's no excuse really. And it's still did shit numbers.
Dana sitting there reading like the analysis after the business. Like, are these right? Can somebody tell me why we only have like 1.3 million pay-per-views? Can somebody explain that to me?
Well, fuck. 1.3. I think if the 1.3, that'd be like the highest.
No, sure, Mr. McGregor, or McGregor and Aldo, not like, or like 4 point something.
Fuck no, you're on about McGregor and Mayweather, but like that isn't the UFC. But like UFC highest was Brock Lesnar. Actually, Brock Lesnar.
I was give it a search after,
Brock Lesnar holds it, and then I think in the top 5, McGregor holds 3 of the top 5 spots.
He is a bit of a. He doesn't get the oil attention because he's funny and the old Mystic Mac that have a good prediction, but
I know. I literally just won all this over. Like, even we're missing the golf, the Masters, everything. It's just
I know. I mean, it's nothing to look forward to in the sport. Like, it's just all sports dead. And
know what I wish they did. I wish what the PGA done was right. Everyone who was going to be in the Masters, we're sending you out a week each. He's all sit at the TV. we'll get the course loaded on
the way
from home on the way.
That would be something.
Oh God, just anything, because I even tried to watch Formula 1, done the Formula 1 esports. So bad, but it was like, you know what, I've got nothing else to do, I'll give it a go.
It is rough. Like, it's so tough. It's not fun to watch like old stuff. Like, that's all it's on Sky Sports now. It's like retro stuff. Like, it was a retro one today of United playing Everton in '96, I think. You're just like, come on, boys. Let's have something on here. Get the boys playing behind the backgrounds with no fans. At this rate, I'll take it.
Literally, I know. I'd rather go sit and watch, like, you ever see the videos like the old people playing like blindfolded football? It has like the ball. I'd rather go sit and watch that right now.
And say, like, as I was saying, like, this quarantine is literally trying to kill me. Like, all I'm doing is playing games and sitting looking at my window and going, that's it, it's all over.
Well, it sounds like you could go on that website stressed. What is it?
I don't even think I'm stressed. I'm just thinking, like, oh my God, when is this ever going to end? Like, I never thought, like, at the start of this, I was going to like members of staff and work. I'm like, you know what? I can't wait for this quarantine just to hit us so we can all chill out and get paid. Now I'm going, get me back into work. I love this place.
Do you know what I'm never going to do ever again? See, like, if you've ever been at work, I'm sure everyone's done this. You know, when you just had like a really bad day and you're like, fuck this shit. And you're just sitting there going, I don't want to be working here. I got there. I notoriously would be like, jobs to work from home. I am never going to look that up anymore because I am never working from home anymore.
Your work from home is quite fun, I think.
I thought it was going to be like the best thing ever, but nope,
sales galore.
Never going to work. I don't know how Annie from Belfast sits and sells Avon from the house all day or does it on summer.
It's not Annie, it's Anya, and his name is Anthony, and your dad sells Avon.
I wish I had one right now. It's not through the books,
My
government.
missus
It's
actually
not
gets
through the
emails
books.
from me or text messages from me going all the time, like, here, do you want to work for us now? I actually turned around here one day and goes, send that link, forward it on immediately, babe. Because I'll
Get that sent on to me. I'm going to be the top
be one of you worth
Avon rep.
millions, baby, millions. Instead of this break out the red panties, Dana, it's going to be break out the red lipstick, baby. We made it.
Avon 60 G's, baby.
Going to your local Avon rep. I need 50,000 of this. Who ordered it? I just need it, and I need it immediately. I
Don't
get
ask
it
any
sent in.
questions.
I
Get it
have a
sent
lot
in.
of people looking at this. What is it? It's just red lipstick, but I'm gonna sell it to all the hookers.
Tanya, I'm gonna actually tell you what, I'm gonna sign up and then just go into all the local hospitals, go get your new Avon PPE.
So scary. God, the poor people. I'm gonna go into the ICU with Boris it was and go, girls, I've got the recipe for you. Red lipstick, break out the red panties. Your fella's in for a wonder night. Don't thank me later.
I wonder are they holding on to like the bedding he had when he was in ICU and they're just going to like cut it up into wee squares and set the next thing it's going to eBay and stuff.
Hey, you know what? If you could validate that that was actually Boris Johnson's sheet, you'd be in for a bit of money.
What do you mean? I'm going to go upstairs and cut my own duvet set up now.
Instead of sweat, you'd be sitting there in your own urine. There we are. This was Boris's wank bank.
Okay, fuck. I don't want to see what his wank bank is at all. It would not be pretty.
Oh, Jesus.
It would not be pretty at all.
No, man, no, I'm trying to think. Like, it's all of this whole pandemic. Like, I just wanted, I wanted to end. Like, I was in my local supermarket, today, and I queued up for 25 minutes to get in. 25 minutes to go in, and I'm not even going to lie, all I bought was alcohol, Red Bull, and Nutella. Nutella for anybody. If a policeman stops me, I'm like, officer, this is an essential. If I don't get without this Nutella, a lot of shit's going to hit the van. Okay.
If I don't get this Nutella, the dog can't lick this off the ball tonight, and I need it.
It's the best day, officer. You're going to get that blowjob. Trust me. Your missus will never come close. Now, come on. Let's come on in. I'll show you how it's done. Give me a dog.
Get the charges off the legs. Come on.
Officer. Yeah.
Get all the boys.
Instead of the pints, get the Nutella around and all. And
oh fuck! Here, mate. Just you saying it actually with the cops. Well, I've seen some quality stuff online, like from different police pages. Did you see the one in England? Your boy done, I think it was like a 250-mile round trip to get bread.
I mean, I would do it. I would do it if I had a car, like my dream car. I would do it. Yeah. I
mean, I would try and take the piss away, but like if you really need out the house that bad, you're like, I just need to drive somewhere. I would take the piss a bit. I might take the piss. I'm like, oh, I might go like 15 miles each direction, not 125 miles each fucking direction. The best about it was he was on the motorway doing 110. That's like a call. He's doing 110 up the motorway.
I wouldn't be sitting doing. I wouldn't be going decklet down the motorway going, yeah, on a 2 Sean.
Well, your car couldn't do that.
I mean, I wish it could. Jesus.
Your car had 110 miles an hour.
With my wee black box screaming, holy moly! We need to get this boy out of the car immediately! Oh no, today's the day he die. No, cancel insurance.
Right. I was about to say that's a straight cancellation.
My insurance company rang and we were like, hello? Yeah, I'm doing 150. Yeah! Michael, we just like to know your insurance council. Can't hear you, bitch. Sorry, see you later. Bye. Yeah.
I'm doing 110 up the motorway.
That's not 110 kilometers, officer.
No, I know. I seen the other one. So there was that one, and the other one was cops pulled the guy over, and they're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm on my way home." They're like, "Where are you coming from?" And he's like, "I had to go to the shop. I have a really bad toothache. I had to get paracetamol." And your boy went, all right, and just by chance had asked him, did you get some? And he goes, no, but I picked up some battered sausages. So he got a fine.
Jesus.
He got a fucking fine.
It was officer. Half a battered sausage and it's a deal.
You're like, what the?
It doesn't say this whole quarantine is sending people into just things that they never would have done before. Like, I don't know what the crack is. We discussed this a wee bit in the last episode, but every motherfucker on this planet is taking up bacon. Every motherfucker.
I know. I seen somebody put up earlier on, saying, does anyone want this flour? I bought it by mistake. I bought chickpea flour or something. You're like, how did you fuck it up that bad?
I don't understand why all of a sudden people think, let's become fantastic bakers. You know what? Like, why not like go and do an online course or something silly like that? I don't know. But yeah, the whole.
I know, and there's loads out there as well at the minute. Like, there's I can't remember. I think there's one called Skillshare. Again, if anyone's on this and they're looking for something to do, if you go on the Skillshare, I think they're giving you 30 days free, and then you can cancel if you want after it. And you can just go on and learn, like, fuck, there's loads. Like, you can do, like, animation or this, that, and other. You got 30 days to, like, learn whatever. There's loads.
Animation's very tough.
Like, I know, it gives you, like say just, like us recently starting up this here. It's like, say you want to start, like, I watched this guy who, like, talks about, like, the technicalities of Formula 1. And in his videos, he has, like, a lot of animations to, like, to show you different things. And he was saying that's where he learned all his skills was through this website, Skillshare. Anyone who, like, has none to do, go on the Skillshare. 30 days free. Give yourself a blast.
Bacon soda bread is not soda bread, i.e. my sister. But yeah, and then like it's so I sort of foul. It's apparently a sort of with a waiting looking thing on it. I don't even know. Everything's just a bit fucked up with this whole pandemic. Like, oh, I just don't know, but sure.
But we've made it through another week, which means we're a week down. I don't know what we're a week down to because the final end is, but we're a week.
I don't even know when it's going to end because obviously with Boris being in like a ward, obviously thank God he's not in ICU anymore. But all the people were meant to go into Downing Street and review this. How is this going to work now with Boris sitting in a goddamn hospital bed? Are they going to bring? Everybody to fucking Boris's bed and go here?
Well, he's not in charge. He's not in charge anymore at the minute. So, like, this happens. Like, say, like, if the Prime Minister was to take ill, like he has now, like, at any time, there's always somebody else who then will take his place.
That's not Margaret Thatcher, is it?
Which is the guy who's doing the speeches all night. Oh, no. She got away before the COVID got her, unfortunately. But I can't remember what the guy's name is, but he's take over for now, obviously. So he's like doing all the press conferences, blah blah blah. So I think it's like his word that goes. But fuck, I don't know. But we come in. If Trump thinks we're going to be out of this by May, the man's a madman. Because I would say at least.
Yeah, well, hopefully before like the end of June, because my birthday's in June, and.
Oh no! If I had to do mine in isolation, you're doing isolation.
Not today. No. Not today, sir. Not today. Oh, the old custard machine, eh?
Oh, here, don't worry. That's for another day. Well, I'm going to wrap this up here and get out of here. Got some more movies to watch. But yeah, if you've all enjoyed listening, glad you had. Look, I just came back. We'll be back next week with more happenings. What's happening in the world? Is Boris alive? Is he gone? It's like a wee game of countdown we have at the minute, like what's happening. But yeah, we'll get out of here. Buddy, you can tell them where can they find us.
Yeah, so we've got social media platforms, folks. It is on Facebook. It's just Irish Impulse Podcast, and then exact same with Insta. So on Instagram, just at Irish Impulse Podcast. Give us a follow and a share, please, guys. Get us a wee bit of reputation for two handicaps that can barely speak. And I'll let Connor tell you about all the platforms that we're currently on.
No, will be great. We're also on YouTube. We're now on Spotify. Thankfully, it took us a week or so to get approved to get on Spotify, so you can listen to us on that, which means you can also put us through your smart speaker. So if you're cleaning the house or painting the room like I plan to do this week, you can listen to us through that. And they were also on Pocket Cast. Podcast is not as well known, but it works just like Spotify, so it is pretty good. But yeah, cheers guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again next week.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Like and subscribe. Bye.